Hi everyone, India here, and today I wanted to talk about this and that. So let's start off with this. If any of you follow my blog, I am totally in love with the Farmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. Well, it turns out they just released one in a cherry flavored. So if you're a fan of cherry, you may want to pick this up. So the cleansing balm is almost exactly the same as the green one. It comes in a little jar, well, it's not little, it's kind of a massive jar. You get 100 milliliters or 3.4 fluid ounces. Once you open it, you have a spatula and a top. Now, I've already used this a couple times, so you can see here the texture. It's like a sherbet type cleansing balm, and once you rub it into your hands on your dry face, it transforms into an oil. Now, when I first opened this and went to use it, I took a whiff of it and I didn't really smell any cherries, but once I rubbed it in and put it on my face, I got a lot of cherries. And as you know, and I hope you all know how to use a cleansing balm. When I first used cleansing balms, it wasn't so intuitive to me, so I was like wetting my face, but you need to put this on dry skin. So you still have all your makeup on, you rub it into your hands, you apply it to your face, and it dissolves all your makeup. This is my absolute favorite cleansing balm. And if you happen to like things that smell like cherries, you're gonna love this. Now, if I had to choose between the lime and the cherries, I'd probably go with the lime just because that's my personal preference. I like the way the lime smells more than I like the way the cherry smells, but the cherry also smells really good. So that's this. Now let's talk about that. So I placed kind of a massive Ulta haul last month, and one of the things that I picked up was the Shea Moisture Glow Getter Pressed Serum Moisturizer. And this I thought would be a lot like the Algenist Pressed Serum. So this is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Glow Getter Pressed Serum Moisturizer with vitamin C. And I thought that this was going to be a lot like the Algenist Press Serum, but it's not at all like that. This kind of melts down into an oil, sort of like the cleansing balm that I just mentioned, except when you apply it to your skin, it's actually very shiny, and I'll apply just a bit here to show you what I mean by that. So it comes off as basically an oil moisturizer. So some of the ingredients in here are castor oil, vegetable oil, hydrogenated olivate wax. So this is more of I feel like it's a misnomer because I don't find this really to be a pressed serum. This is, though, a very unique product because I don't have anything like it. It does remind me a little bit of the virgin coconut oil that I like to use, in that it is kind of a solid, and then once you rub it in, it becomes, more of an oil. One of the positive things about it is that it's actually really light on your skin. It's more like a dry oil, so it's not like, oh, it's sitting heavy on top of my skin and I feel really greasy. I mean, you saw that finger mark in there. I took quite a bit out of there and rubbed it together into my hands and then on my face, and my face wasn't like shiny at all like you saw on my hand, and that could just be because I rubbed it in or rubbed it off, but I didn't think it sat on top of my skin at all. I feel like people who are into very light moisturizers and don't mind using oils on their face are going to really like the Shea Moisture Pressed Serum. Alright, so I want to talk about this wig. I got it from AliExpress, and I made a video about it about a month ago, and for some reason nobody wanted to watch it. I may take it down, but I'm not going to talk per se about the wig and everything because I do have that video on it, but I do want to talk about what I've been doing, what I recently started doing with my part. So I have been kind of experimenting with the no part, you know how like there's no makeup. And it's just because when I see people with longer, straighter hair, it's not like they really make an effort to have a part. It's just that their part falls that way because of the pattern of their hair and just how they usually wear it. So I woke up one morning and decided I wanted bangs. I didn't even like look at terrible pictures of bangs to talk me out of it. I've cut some really terrible bangs on myself before. I didn't go back and look at those pictures. I just saw a picture of somebody with bangs and I got up and I went and cut myself some bangs. Now I wasn't intending to pull the, you know, wear them straight forward. I wanted like some side bangs just because I was growing a little bored of the hair. It was just all one length, and instead of cutting layers, because I broke my layering comb, I decided to just create a swoop bang, and that's what I did. So I'm able to wear this down the middle and on either side. This is a full lace wig, so, and I must say I'm really happy with what I did, like right in an instant, because I still can't believe I did that, but I'm really happy that it came out looking great, and it gives me a different look. It changed my whole mood. So that's this. So one thing about this wig is that it sheds so bad. I mean, this vendor is probably it's the vendor that has the most realistic looking wigs because they bother to pre-pluck the front of the wig. But after like a month of having the wig, or you know, like 2 months, it just starts shedding so bad, and I don't know what to do about it. Every time I get up in the morning, and you know, I've been using like a big wide tooth comb and everything. I've been holding the hair. It's just, I find so much hair on the floor, and I get so paranoid that I'm walking around with like bald spots, and that has happened to me before. So I'm really self-conscious about that, because you know, the whole thing is like, you don't want anybody to know you're wearing a wig, but you're walking around and it's always in the back. If you're walking around with a big ass bald spot in the back of your head, it's like, I know you're wearing a wig and all your hair is falling out. So yeah, the wig is such a double-edged sword, because you know, it sits on my head so nicely. The hairline is great. The front is great, and that's like right out of the box. I didn't really have to do anything else to it, but it just sheds so terribly, and I've never had this problem with a full lace wig before. I even tried like spraying some hairspray in the inside of the wig just to give it some hold, but you know, that doesn't work. And I've been really careful about not, you know, brushing the hair from the roots, but just kind of like detangling it with a wide tooth comb before, and just kind of working my way from the bottom to the top. But I think this wig has decided like, hey, I'm gonna shed, and you're gonna have to buy another one, and that's just that. So I don't know, I like long hair and I like full lace wigs, but I don't know, I'm just not at that place where I can spend $800 on a beautiful wig that, you know, maybe it'll shed, maybe it won't, but I just need to find another vendor that does both. So yeah, that's that. I've also been experimenting with less base makeup. I'm wearing only eyebrow filler and mascara. So depending on how I feel about this video depends on whether or not I'll actually publish it. I don't know if that's like newsworthy, but it feels really good to just get up and save 20-25 minutes every morning, and instead of doing my makeup, I can do things like record this video. So that's all I have for you all today. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks for keeping your wigs from shedding, and if you've tried the Farmacy cleansing balm, whether it's the green clean or the berry cherry or the glow getter press serum. One more thing, I put this in my hair this morning and I flat ironed it. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's all I have for you. I'll see you guys later.